Guys, good morning. Anne here. Today is Wednesday, March 25th, 2015. I know it's been a few weeks since my last blog post about where things are at, my journey and everything. I apologize for that. At the time of my last post, we ended up going through that later that week, some changes with my care, with changing doctors and kind of getting things rolling there and changing my treatment plan and everything. So for those of you who didn't see the update, I did an update via Facebook, not on a video since everything was happening so quickly. So we ended up, this was a doctor we had met with before just to get, on a second opinion basis originally, just to get, her thoughts on, are we doing everything? Is there anything more that my other doctor could be doing? Just things like that, just to see we are on track, or if there's any other things she would suggest, or, just to get all the information. And so then that's why we postponed my chemo for the following. I was originally scheduled the week of my last update. I was originally scheduled to resume chemo, but then it got pushed to the following week so we could meet with her and get her thoughts on just the continuing my course of treatment and the new results that I discussed from my last PET scan and from the lymph node surgery I had. And so I had previously discussed about we wanted to get thoughts on if we could also too, if surgery was even an option, because as I'd mentioned before, originally said because of the surgery for the area in my in the middle of my chest that's gotten the tumor that's gotten bigger, doubled in size. We wanted to see if that would even be an option, or or not, or just to confirm it wasn't, as well. So we went there for that as well, and she did confirm that because of where it's located in the middle of my chest area, it involves the mammary glands. And so what they would have to do is do a total chest resection and totally cut me, open, they would have to go in really deep, and it would just be this very, very invasive procedure that could cause further damage. And so it just wasn't an option, basically. So we got confirmation of that. And I had mentioned before briefly about the 2 spots on my rib cage that we weren't certain if it was inflammation from surgery, since I had my PET scan, so soon after my surgery, if that was from inflammation or anything like that, or if it was, what it was. And she looked at our, the images and everything, and she said that they were in a totally different area, separate from, the area where I had my surgery. So it wouldn't be a result of surgery inflammation, why those areas would light up on the PET. So, which basically means is that it is, cancer. Her concern is that if it's outside of the nodes in that area, if it's not on the nodes, that means it's on the bone, which means the cancer has spread beyond, it's gotten into my blood, it has spread beyond the breast area. So it's metastasized. That's what that, basically what that is. Because the type I do have is a fast spreading type of cancer. And so we don't know that for sure. And I mean, the only way, there is really, we don't have a way of knowing right now at this point. And the best course of action for the tumor in my chest and the 2 on my ribs is to tackle it, with the chemo. And also another point too, before I go into my new treatment plan, is that if it turns out that the cancer on my ribs is actually on the bone and then, gotten, spread and everything, and then metastasized, that would bump me from where I'm currently at it is stage 3, that would bump me up to stage 4. And that would be a very, it would just be a longer road, it would mean more chemo, and then radiation beyond that. And so what is going to happen at this point, based on, from my Facebook post, if you didn't see it, so what's going to happen is I'm going to do weekly chemo treatment now versus before I was originally going to do every 2 weeks. So now I'm doing a weekly treatment of Taxol. And also, too, another update from the Facebook update, I had mentioned a second drug every 3 weeks to go along with that. But that one is also going to be every week. So I'll have 2 drugs, Taxol and carboplatin, once a week for 12 weeks. I've already had 2 treatments of that. I go in for my 3rd treatment tomorrow afternoon, as well as my blood work and everything. And so I'll be doing that every week for 12 weeks, and then 2 weeks after chemo's done, once I'm, let my body recover a little bit, then we're going to do another PET scan to check progress. And if there's no progress or very little, things are still, where they are, and then be able to determine, where we're at. That'll determine whether or not I need to continue, if I'm going to have to continue with more chemo, or if there's been enough progress, significant progress, if the rest can be killed off with radiation, then I will move on to my 5 to 6 weeks of daily radiation. So that's what kind of the plan is for now. So it's a little bit of a longer process at this point. So far, my body has been responding really well to this new chemo and to this round versus the differences between this one and the AC treatment that I was on before, night and day as far as how I'm feeling, how it made me feel. I'm still really tired. That's something it's just unavoidable, because your blood counts drop, like your blood cell counts drop. Like I met with a follow-up with my doctor yesterday morning, and just to look at my blood work and everything, and that has dropping. So that's kind of what contributes to the fatigue, but I'm still in a good, everything, all my white blood cells, everything looks really good. My vitals, everything has been really good. My body's been responding really well to everything and handling everything really well. And so another nice thing is that I haven't had to have the booster shot, the Neupogen, the day after for this treatment so far. So because my white blood cell counts have been nice and high, so that has been a plus, because that's when I would feel that's what would make me feel really, really crappy with the bone soreness and the achiness with the, the flu, like, it would just exacerbate the flu-like symptom. So far, fingers crossed that we don't have to continue to have that, that we don't have to have it, and, just do the chemo. And then, for all my weekly blood work would, pre-chemo blood work would, always look really good. And so the first time I had this treatment 2 weeks ago, I had a little bit of nausea for about a day or two, mostly tired with a little bit of nausea, but then I bounced back a lot quicker, within a couple of days, physically, just overall in general. And then this last time I was just tired. There was no nausea. It was awesome. So, so that's been, so that was really great. And then I've just been feeling great overall in general. And so, I mean, it still sucks, having to go through and getting poked and needles and blood work and stuff done all the time, you know, just constantly. And, you know, going and sitting there for 3 hours, you know, while they pump you full of drugs, you know. But have my hubby there to keep me company and everything. It's just what we got to do, you know. You know, I'm really happy where we're at and with who we're at, you know, who we're with now. And, you know, it's going after this a lot more aggressively on top of everything. I'm also going to be, as of yesterday, my doctor also referred me to a physical therapist because I still don't have full 100%. It's a lot better now, and believe it or not, you know, exercising and working out has been helping with regaining some of my mobility back, but I still need to see, I'm going to go see a physical therapist to kind of help get me back to 100%. I'm probably about, I'd say probably about 90. You can kind of see right there. Probably about 90% mobility. So it's kind of getting that last little, you know, getting some little extra skin stretched out and kind of getting things back to still a little tight. So, and my hair, you know, since I had a break from chemo, I had about a month-long break from chemo, my hair started to grow back a little bit, but, which has been kind of weird. I was like, ooh, it's growing back. But with, now that I'm back on chemo, and this chemo also